Christina Gamboa, thank you for joining me. Now, you are from the World Green Building Council. It's your job to decarbonise the built environment. How do you do that?
Yes, indeed. I am very proud to be leading a network that is in over 75 countries of green building councils and 46,000 companies. And together we're driving ambition and local action to make sure that communities benefit from all the efforts of taking out pollution from our sector, but also making sure that infrastructure is fit for purpose and that it improves our lives.
Because it's difficult to do. One city is very different from another city somewhere else in the world.
Yes, the world is so big and so diverse, but what we've learned at World GBC, let's say, is a way to connect with empathy of lessons that can be taken and leapfrog from different geographies in a way that is locally contextualized. And we can understand let's say, the hoops of all the efforts of all the leading companies that want to be on the right side of history, and all the efforts of policymakers that also are trying to understand what's best for citizens. And so we connect the best of worlds to make sure that this advances at speed and scale, to make sure we tackle the 37% of energy-related greenhouse gas emissions that are represented by the built environment.
So what is the big challenge? What do you have to do? Is it retrofitting? Is that the answer for everything?
In a way, right now, it kind of is in many geographies of the world, because we are in a point in time where the economy worldwide is only 7% circular. And nature is also, declining because of the impact of urbanization. Actually, urbanization is responsible for 1/4 of biodiversity loss. So if we retrofit existing infrastructure, if that can be, then we're also taking into mind that 40% of all materials in the world extracted every year go into the built environment. If we can change that dynamic and go to more circular models, retrofitting, particularly in developed countries, that would be a key answer. So we keep materials longer, improve the quality, and also make sure that, for example, in the developing world, we are also improving the quality of life of informal settlements, of houses that possibly don't have the right sort of solutions for being climate change ready.
Now, you work across the world, so you need global policies, don't you? We need everybody working together. Doesn't sound easy.
No, but there's global momentum for the conversation around. There's international cooperation in this space now. There's recently we've had some wins in the conferences at COP, the UN Climate Conference, in terms of the dialogue on built environment. It has been flagged now, and it's more understood that without buildings, we're not really tackling climate change. And then below that, there's a surface of conversations actually on the Buildings Breakthrough, the Breakthrough Agenda Legacy Program from COP26. So 28 countries are collaborating on how to go about it, how to decarbonize at speed and scale, learning from each other, and there's a willingness to drive forward the conversation.
Now, you're from Colombia, but you've lived in London for many years. How's the UK faring?
The UK has one of the worst performing stocks of housing in Europe. And so that is something that actually should be tackled, because it would improve systematically the quality of life of citizens, and also future-proof the changes in energy. Who says it's not going to change? And we need to continue to bring on renewables to really make a shift and improve the quality of how we live in the UK.
It sounds difficult. Can it all be done?
Yes, it's not that difficult, because it really takes determination in terms of like a good conversation between the private sector and government. And actually, it is a mix of making sure that we have the right sorts of information flows for citizens to be empowered. So it's doable, and if policymakers also give a signal that we're going to be caring about minimum energy performance requirements, really caring about, the A to G grading and using it for the purpose it is, that is to improve the information and the performance, then we can get better results.
Here's hoping. Christina, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.